Previously on Blue Healers.
Hey, Kelly.
You bastard!
I want you out of Mount Thomas today.
My mum's sick.
You leave today. Do you understand me?
I used to imagine what I'd do if I ever met him. Wasn't how I thought it'd be.
15 years ago, he murdered a copper.
So how's your new mate, hey? Not worried he might pull a gun on...
Drop it! Both of you!
Good idea.
I'm sorry. I really am.
You took my dad, you had the choice, and you shot him.
I didn't have a choice.
You had the choice all the way until you killed my father. But I didn't have a choice, and neither did my dad.
You're dead.
Neil!
You let me go to that warehouse on my own. Do you reckon he set me up?
Alex!
It's your lucky day, boss.
Sold me out.
What are you talking about?
So much for backing each other up.
I want to make a deal.
Well, that would mean you'd have to have something we wanted.
I have information about police corruption at this station.
I'm onto a story about the culture of intimidation within the police force.
I can't help you, so...
I think you can.
Look, I have enough problems.
My card, in case you change your mind. And tomorrow night, some startling revelations as we obtain inside information which casts more light on the culture of violence and bullying within Victorian police.
You've shown no loyalty to the uniform or your fellow workers.
Well, loyalty goes both ways. If anybody needs to think about loyalty to a colleague, it's a person who sent me a transfer form with a bullet taped to it.
Well, where is it? Show it to me.
And then you could just disappear me in the evidence and no one would be any the wiser. Don't worry, it's safe. Along with a statement outlining my suspicions and concerns.
You're a bloody idiot, Kirby.
So you better make sure that I stay safe. Very, very safe.
Stephen Adrian Mathers. He's got prize for murder, armed rob and assault. You can't miss him. He's 6'5". Mathers shot a security guard during a bungled burg in 2001. Guard didn't make it. Died in the ambulance. Escaped from prison yesterday. Caved in a guard's skull. We've just received information that he's on his way to Mount Thomas.
Please don't move!
Mrs. Moss? Crystal Moss?
Yes.
Where is he?
Who?
Mathers.
Clear.
Steve-O! You're looking for Steve-O?
Stephen Mathers. We know he's here.
Well, you know more than me. I haven't seen Steve-O in over 5 years.
He's not here.
Who's going to fix my door?
So where exactly did this tip-off come from?
Mathers' cellmate. It was passed on by the prison squad.
The source is obviously unreliable.
Or this Moss woman is lying. Mathers got wind of the raid and left.
That's not possible.
Come on. All it would take is for one of your members to drop a word in the right ear.
That didn't happen.
This place leaks like a sieve.
One of my people appears to have talked to a member of the press. That's a world away from tipping off an armed offender.
Look, I don't think that's what's happened here. Mathers hasn't been near the place.
What, on the word of an ex-girlfriend?
Who regards him as a big mistake, one she's anxious to put behind her.
What about their children?
They're hers, not his.
All right, I suppose I have to give you the benefit of the doubt this time. But you get your house in order, or I'll do it for you.
Speaking of which...
What's this?
That's a bill for fixing the door we kicked in. Just a minute, Detective.
Kirby.
Inspector?
How you bearing up?
I'm, handling things.
Look, I just want you to know I'm not going to take the matter of this media leak any further.
Sir?
Oh, I can only imagine the pressure you've been under. Next time, come to me. Lee Cruikshanker's trouble.
Look, I don't know what Senior Sergeant Croydon told you, but I didn't give her that story.
Really? Who did?
Well, my guess would be Terry Swanson. He was out on bail.
Yes, yeah, possibly. It doesn't matter now. The point is, my door is always open. Anytime you have something you want to tell me. You understand?
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Good man.
Why don't you two get a room?
Yeah, we could. And we could share it with you and Terry Swanson. That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah, righto, you two. There's no time for that. We've got a report of a car stolen 3 streets from the prison where our man broke out of yesterday. It's a blue Falcon, Romeo X-ray Sierra 469. Joss, Kelly, keep your eyes peeled while you're out there, OK? Susie, Evan, I'd like you to head back out to Crystal Moss's place. Door knock the neighbours, see if anyone's sighted the vehicle. Mathers might try to make contact, OK?
Jones, just before you go.
Oh,
What's with your back?
it's not what you're thinking.
What do you think I'm thinking?
Well, that'd explain why he's been jumping at shadows lately.
It's a pretty low act.
If the bullet came from someone at this station.
It was taped to an official transfer form.
It's hard to get around that one, I suppose.
Unless Kirby's pulling my chain.
And why would he do that?
So that I take his complaint against Peroni seriously.
No way. So where is it?
He wouldn't show me the evidence. He's keeping it under wraps. His life insurance.
Because he's got the idea that you might be involved.
That's ridiculous.
Well, I know that, but he's spooked.
Well, you're supposed to be his friend. See if you can talk some sense into him.
Well, I'll do my best.
Are you sure this is a good idea? Trusting Jonesy with something this delicate?
Kirby trusts him. That's the main thing.
Yeah, he's a bit of a hothead.
There's nothing wrong with his head when he remembers to use it.
Don't you see what he's doing? He's getting at me through you.
No, the boss isn't getting at anyone. He asked me to talk to you because I'm your mate.
Oh, is that right? And here I was thinking he had some sinister motive.
You can trust him, Alex.
How do you know?
Because I've worked with the bloke for 5 years.
He threatened me.
No, you misunderstood.
Next time you won't be so lucky. His exact words. And then I spoke to Swanson and he said it went right to the top.
Yeah, well, he didn't say anything. Someone is rattling your cage. You gotta ask yourself who's got the most to gain. We're going to get Swanson to admit that he's been blowing this whole thing out his ass.
We're supposed to be door knocking.
We are door knocking. Swanson! Swanson! Sarge, Mr. Swanson's been assaulted and he needs our protection.
You're the victim, Terry. That makes a nice change.
Bullshit's harassment.
Well, you've obviously been assaulted.
Bet your ass.
Yeah, he's a bit shy about naming names, though.
Right, any particular reason, Mr. Swanson?
Give you a clue.
Right.
Sarge.
I'll deal with it.
Sarge?
I will deal with it. Could you inform the boss that he's required?
Sure.
Just through here, Mr. Swanson. This way.
So before I have to tell my side of this story, what did happen back there?
I told you.
Okay, the guy you saw hurdling the fence, can you describe him?
No, it was just a glimpse.
Which is more than I got. This means it's your word against Swanson's.
Swanson's screaming harassment, and that's all you can say.
Well, what else do you expect me to say? It's crap.
Raina?
I was round the front.
So you didn't even see Swanson's attacker?
No.
So who is this mystery man? Any idea?
Maybe one of the neighbours can give us a description.
Well, you'd better hope they can. Because this station does not need another allegation.
Be worth a call to the hospital too. Swanson might have given as good as he got.
Raina can do that. I presume this little visit to Swanson had something to do with our conversation this morning?
Yeah, you told me to look into it.
Has Kirby shown you the bullet, or hasn't he?
No, but I do believe him, and I think that Swanson might be involved.
You think that Swanson sent him the bullet?
Well, the more trouble for us, the better for him.
Except that doesn't explain how come it was taped to an official transfer form.
He spends half his life in police stations, boss.
Send Peroni in.
God.
Is there a problem, boss?
Close the door. Somebody in this station sent Kirby a bullet taped to an official transfer form. I'm sure the symbolism isn't wasted on you. Were you responsible?
Is that what Alex said?
I'm asking you, did you send Kirby the bullet?
Yes. Look, I would never have done anything about it. But he hurt Kelly a lot, boss, all right? So I guess I just wanted to teach him a lesson.
And the warehouse, did you know Swanson was going to be there?
No, God, no.
Do you have any idea what you've done? The amount of damage you've caused?
I guess I'm going to lose my job.
You'll be lucky if that's all you lose.
Look, it was a dumb idea, I know, all right? I'm an idiot.
You're due on patrol, aren't you?
Yeah.
Then go.
Is that it?
No, Peroni, that's not it. I'll let you know when I want to talk to you again. Come on, get out of my sight.
So what did the boss say?
Nothing.
Come on, what did you stuff up this time?
Will you please not talk about it?
Joss, did something happen?
It was the guy at the pub, wasn't it?
Huh?
Who gave you rooters back.
Oh, what, the one making blonde jokes? Get real?
Yeah, but you were laughing.
Yeah, just so that I didn't smack him in the teeth in front of Chris.
The guy behind the counter at the gym. What are you doing?
Blue Ford.
Blue Ford station wagon, Romeo X-ray Sierra 469.
Yep, that's the one. Where are you?
Bly Street near the
Fraser Street intersection, Sarge.
Okay, start a door knock. I'll get assistance out there ASAP.
That's just round the corner from Terry Swanson's place.
The connection between Swanson and Mavis.
Yeah, I'd say they're not the best of mates if today's assault's anything to go by.
I'm onto it.
Stephen who?
Steve-O, Mathers.
I've never heard of him.
He stole a car that ended up being dumped just around the corner from your place.
So?
So is he the one who assaulted you?
I told you who assaulted me. Your copper mate.
Why would he do that?
Ask him.
Look, Mathers is dangerous. It looks like you got off lightly, for now. If I were you, I'd be wanting all the police protection I could get. Brave man. He's lying.
Well, at least he's consistent.
Well, there's nothing on record to link Swanson and Mathers.
Well, maybe they got acquainted in prison.
No. I checked different prisons, different times.
There's got to be something. I could see what I could dig up on Mathers' file.
It's okay. We'll be fine.
What's she doing here?
Don't look at me.
Senior Sergeant?
Miss Crookshank. Got a nerve showing your face here?
I'm not one of your constables. You don't intimidate me.
Furthest thing from my mind.
I believe you're holding Terry Swanson.
What's your interest?
Mr. Swanson is an acquaintance. I was supposed to interview him. I showed up, he wasn't there. His neighbour said he'd been taken off by the police. I'd like to know why.
Swanson was assaulted this morning.
Is he all right?
He'll live.
You wouldn't know who might have been responsible.
No, of course not. I'd like to see him.
Stephen Mathers. Is he an acquaintance of yours as well?
Stephen Mathers, the escaped criminal. Can't say I've had the pleasure. What's he got to do with this?
Didn't see him hanging around Swanson's place this morning?
You think Mathers assaulted Terry?
Terry? Didn't mention knowing him?
If you'd like to ask any more questions, you're going to have to make this official.
Something to hide, Miss Crookshank.
No, not at all. I just know my rights. I'd like to see him.
You're free to go, unless, of course, you still want to make a formal complaint against Senior Constable Jones.
I reckon I'll save my complaints for the media. Make the most of it, Swanson. You're going back inside.
Don't let us keep you, Mr. Swanson.
You still think I leaked that story?
Kirby, you're the least of my worries.
So, he wasn't the one who told her?
No, Lee Crookshank got the story from Swanson, apparently.
Can't believe Kirby didn't take the chance to spill his guts.
Well, Crookshank and Swanson are on together. Ask the boss if you don't believe me.
steering clear of the boss at the moment. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Kirby's a jerk.
Why don't you just leave it alone?
What, you don't think so?
No, I'm just sick of the whole station being at each other's throats. I can't hack the tension. And to be honest, if anyone has the right to be pissed off with Alex, it's me. After the stunt he pulled with Stuart Fuller. I'm over it. Why aren't you?
It's gone further than that.
What are you talking about?
Mount Thomas 900 to Mount Thomas 208.
20 receiving.
Got a call out to lot 860 Acacia Way.
That's where the raid was this morning.
Crystal Moss's place.
No, it's a place next door. Call out to an injured horse. The owner is a...
Cass Maloney. On our way, Sarge. 208 out.
Oh, Kelly, I hope they'd send you.
Oh, what happened? Is he all right?
Oh, tore himself up in a star picket. It was the kids next door that did it. Must have chased him into it.
Did you see them?
No, but they're always making trouble. Their mother can't control them.
Don't worry, we'll deal with it.
Hey, this puts paid to your lessons for a week or so.
Lessons?
Yeah, well, to be honest, I need a bit of recovery time after yesterday.
Gee, it couldn't have come at a worse time, you know. Mum's just had another stroke. I've got to get down to the hospital in Melbourne.
We've got to go and have a chat with these kids. Riding lessons.
What's wrong with that?
So much for Ruther's back.
All in your putrid imagination, mate.
I didn't think we'd be back here in a hurry.
Oh, the little darlings will be at school.
If they were at school, they couldn't have chased after the horse. Who chucked that?
Run! Why do we have to wait in here?
Because I said so, all right?
Like we have to listen to you. Shut up, Sam. We're in enough trouble.
So why aren't your kids at school?
Mum said we didn't have to go today. We're traumatized. Traumatized. Shut up! Mummy!
No, mate. No. Just wait here.
I've got a good mind to see the whole bloody police force. I've already called a lawyer.
Good move. You might also talk to them about the charges they'll be facing.
Charges? What are you talking about?
They were trespassing on Cass Maloney's property and caused serious damage to a valuable horse.
Valuable.
Cass is furious. She wants them charged.
They're a pair of high-spirited kids.
No, they're a pair of little hoodlums.
How dare you talk to me like that?
About time someone did.
I want to see my children.
You're just through here, Mrs. Moss.
Well done. Any luck finding a connection between Swanson and Mathers?
Nothing so far.
Right, because his ex is in the station. Thought it might not be such a bad idea to have a chat. I know it's your investigation, but...
Where is he?
Picking up her kids.
Come on.
You're welcome.
You expect me to remember someone that bastard might have mentioned, 5 years ago?
It'd be really helpful if you could try.
Is this him?
We didn't have much of a look.
Well, I've never laid eyes on him.
Humorous.
I told you, I don't know him.
Well, maybe we don't believe you.
Well, maybe I don't give a stuff.
Thanks, Mrs. Moss. I'm sure you're really keen to get back to work. Senior Constable Jones will show you out.
Don't go to any trouble. We'll see ourselves out.
Evan, the next time I invite you in on one of my interviews, just sit there and shut up, OK?
Well, how do we know that she's not protecting Mathers?
This may come as a shock to you, but sometimes leaning on people isn't the answer.
Yeah,
and when
but-
it is, I'll do it. Are we clear?
Yeah.
Me Lone Ranger, you Tonto. Got it?
Whatever you say, Kimasabi.
Right, so 3 scoops of oat and chaff. 1 of lucerne. And what's that?
Oats?
Oats.
Oh, not too many. Loves his oats, does Jack. Unfortunately, they don't love him.
All right. Now, I'm fine with this. You should hit the road and get to the hospital before visiting hours are over. look after you, and you look after me when I'm on your back. That's real teamwork for you. Hey, you reckon Joss would be less of a pain if he grew 4 legs and a tail? Listen, if you're here to give Jack another hard time, think again. I'll stay with him all night if I have to.
He likes apples.
So I see.
We didn't mean to hurt him.
Yeah, I know.
So how's your boyfriend?
Leave it alone, Joss. I'm tired. I smell like a stable. I am not in the mood.
Come on, I wasn't having a go. You know, when you were talking to that mother today, I thought you were great.
Yeah.
No, seriously. I just hope I get the chance to be that sort of a copper.
Get the chance? Why wouldn't you?
You lot might want to hear this.
And now the next violent twist in the story of systematic bullying and intimidation in a sleepy country police station.
What? Hang on a sec.
Terry Swanson, the man who made the original allegation,
Yeah, I'm
claiming
watching
he
it
was
now.
paid by a member of the Victoria Police to threaten a fellow officer, said he was assaulted by a member at the same station.
He just turned up at my back door and barged his way in and started hammering into me.
Who did?
This senior constable from Mount Thomas Police.
Did he just assault you, or did he threaten you too?
He said I needed to learn how to keep my mouth shut, or else next time he'd kill me. I took that as a threat, yeah.
This police member, was he known to you?
We've had our run-ins, yeah.
Terry, you've served time in prison. You say you've accepted money from the Victoria Police to threaten another member. Why should you be believed now?
I don't claim to be an angel, no way, but getting involved with corrupt police, that was just the stupidest thing I ever did.
Do you believe your life may be in danger?
I believe I'm a marked man, yeah.
Is there any truth to the allegation that you strong-armed Terry Swanson?
Of course not.
None at all?
No, sir.
Was anyone with you?
Senior Constable Rayner, but she was around the front. She didn't see what happened.
Is that so? What the hell were you doing at Swanson's house in the first place?
He was doing a job for me.
What sort of job? I'm not asking you. Well, perhaps if I put you on a charge, it'll loosen your tongue.
Sir?
I asked him to look into an alleged threat against leading Senior Constable Kirby.
The warehouse incident. You've investigated
Not
that already.
the warehouse, no.
What, another threat? Get out, Jones.
Sir. Hand over the bullet.
Yeah, like I keep it here.
All right, so we'll go get it.
Why would I do that?
Because this has gone on for long enough.
Look, that bullet may be my only way out of this. There could be a fingerprint on the casing, on the tape.
You don't still think that someone from this station would do that?
Why not? Someone sat in their ass while a gun held to my head. Who knows what the people at this station are capable of?
So, all of us are in on it?
Look, I don't know how far this goes.
What, the boss, the inspector? They're out to get you too?
You don't know what it's like to be on your own like this.
You are not on your own. You can't do this job on your own. It's hard enough being a copper, Alex. Half the public hate you, the other half are afraid of you. The only thing we've got is loyalty to each other.
Here I was thinking I was the comedian.
Mate, this can't go on. It is time to put up or shut up.
You had no intention of telling me about this bullet, did you?
Not until I'd verified Kirby's story.
Have you verified it now? Don't even bother to answer. Get me Peroni. He's a logical candidate for a thing like this.
Peroni's not in the station at the moment.
I'll be back at 3. You make sure he's here then. Kirby too, no excuses. I am going to get to the bottom of this, Croydon, and when I do, someone's going to be dismissed. I guarantee it.
Mount Thomas 900 to Mount Thomas 208.
Mount Thomas 208?
Got a message from the boss. You ought to cut your patrol short and return to the station by 1500 hours. Inspector Falcon Price wishes to see you.
What's that about?
Just the end of my career, that's all.
What?
208, are you receiving?
Yes, Sarge. Copy that.
Joss?
Just joking.
All right, just give me 2 secs. Jackie boy! It's all right, Jackie boy.
So it's just colic?
Colic can be serious for horses.
Yeah, but that's like, what, a major bellyache?
It's a little more complicated than that. There's a severe twist in the gut. Horses have notoriously delicate constitutions.
Cass has given her permission.
Okay.
Hey, what are you doing? That's a bit extreme, isn't it? It's not as if he's broken a leg.
It's as bad as, and infinitely more painful.
It's all right, Jackie boy. Be all right in a minute, mate.
Kel.
I'm fine.
Mathers didn't do his last big job on his own.
Well, that's not what the record of interview said.
Well, I dug up some new information.
From?
The investigating detective.
He retired.
Yeah, about 5 years ago. Managed to track him down. He always suspected that Mathers had help on that job.
Well, how do you know who that help was?
These are the surveillance photos taken of Mathers 2 months before that job.
How many coppers would have gone through these?
Obviously no copper who could identify Terry Swanson.
So Mathers is in town to see him.
And that's who smacked him in the mouth yesterday.
Well, there's no point bringing Swanson in again. He's not going to change his tune.
We could tail him. If Mathers is still around, he might make contact. So how'd you end up in CI?
Oh, I just kind of fell into it, really.
Yeah, but you must have started somewhere.
There was a triple homicide investigation. The Ds were run off their feet. I gave them a hand, and it turned out I just had the feel for it.
So this feel, how do you know whether you got it?
Well, a thing either comes naturally or it doesn't, I guess.
So if you're not born with it, just give up?
No, just keep plugging away. Learn the ropes inside out. No. 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration.
$800.
It's a down payment, I'll get you the rest.
This has gone beyond the money, mate. Well beyond it.
Oh! Police, don't move!
Mount Thomas 900, this is 509. I require urgent assistance.
She'll understand.
I've let her down.
Mount Thomas 900 and Mount Thomas 208.
208 receiving.
Amy and Jonesy have spotted Mavis at the rail yards. They need backup. Divert immediately.
On our way. Where are they?
Jonesy's gone after Mavis. They've headed off towards the main line.
Amy followed Swanson into the shed.
We're going to follow Jonesy. You guys back Amy up, okay?
Come on, I'll be doing you a favour.
You've done me enough favours, Swanson. Drop it! Place the wall.
Look, thanks. That's what I wanted to say, really. Except if there's ever anything that I can do for you, just scream out, all right?
There's one thing. Straight answer. Did you send me that bullet?
It's just one of those dumb things. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I just didn't stop to think.
When I saw Swanson standing over you, maybe I didn't stop to think either.
Well, I guess you're going to tell the inspector now.
What would you do?
Stolen car adjacent to the rail yards. 88 yellow Corolla.
So Mavis is long gone.
I would be.
I'll get a general broadcast out. St David's and Evan Lee are watching the highways, but Susie and Kelly, I'll need you out on patrol, okay?
What about Joss?
He's waiting for the inspector.
Sarge, I have to deal with this.
Yeah, well, just be quick about it, will you? You right over there, Petal? You're looking a bit pale.
Never felt better.
I don't know what to say, Cass.
Jack was always prone to colic, and I was always so careful with the feed.
I did exactly what you said.
I obviously didn't make myself clear. A whole bag of oats in one sitting?
I don't understand.
I expected too much, I suppose.
I didn't feed him those oats.
Who else knew where the feed was kept?
Oh, that little boy from next door.
Bradley?
He helped me out with Jack last night.
Right. Time to bring these little monsters in for another chat.
No, I don't want them to know about this.
Kel, they killed a horse.
But maybe it wasn't deliberate. I mean, unless someone tells you feeding a whole bag of oats to a horse is a big no-no.
So you're going to wear the guilt trip instead?
My shoulders are broader.
Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Sarge?
No.
Just need to set these kids straight.
inspector's due here in less than an hour.
Yes, I know. I need half an hour max.
Mate, the boss would have a pink fit. Joss!
Mount Thomas 208.
To Mount Thomas
No,
900.
It's all right, I'll get it. Mount Thomas 900 receiving.
I'm at the Moss place.
I can see a yellow Toyota Corolla. Quebec, Foxtrot uniform, and I can't quite see the numbers.
Mathers.
Peroni, of all people. How far away is the nearest patrol?
About 5 minutes.
Kirby, get out there.
But the inspector's coming.
I'll handle the inspector. I want every available member out there as soon as possible.
All right, Joss, looks like you got a live one out there. Hold your position and wait for backup.
What if there's trouble?
I repeat, hold your position.
And wait for backup.
Copy that, Sarge. 208 out.
Let's go! Quickly! We're gonna take a little trip. I'll be in the back with the kids. If we get stopped, we'll all talk. Police, don't move! Back off! Drop it, now!
Can't do that.
I'll shoot her!
You don't want to do that.
Then I'll shoot you.
By the time you swing that gun round, I will have put 2 shots into you. Today's my last day as a copper. I've got nothing to lose. Now I'm going to give you to the count of 3 to drop that gun. And then I'll shoot. 1. 2. Drop the gun! Madam, get inside the house with the kids. Get on the ground. Face down. Face down!
Just run. No.
Go inside the house.
You okay, mate?
Fine.
Stephen Mathers has just made a statement admitting to assaulting you.
That's what you guys are like, isn't it? An honest crimp.
That's not all he told us.
You don't say.
He's also implicated you in the burg that got him sent away. He turned up here demanding travelling money, didn't he? Otherwise, he was going to tell us about your part in that burg and the murder of the security guard.
It's your story.
Oh, you're pretty good at telling stories yourself. Like the one about Senior Constable Jones.
Well, it worked before. Got me bail.
So Constable Peroni never paid you off?
Pigs? They should call you sharks and either throw you anchor bait and you go into a feeding frenzy. I sucked you right in, didn't I?
Peroni.
Boss, I'd like to go first if that's all right.
Fine by me.
down. Clearly, somebody in this station thinks you need a career change. Tell me about your clash with Constable Peroni. If you expect me to do anything about this situation, you're going to have to cooperate. Look, Kirby, I understand that pointing the finger at a colleague can be difficult, but someone in this station sent you a bullet. Now, as far as I'm concerned, that's a threat to kill. And whoever did it is going to be lucky if they don't end up in jail.
I made the whole thing up.
I beg your pardon?
There is no bullet.
Well, you'll be pleased to know that Terry Swanson has admitted that his allegations against you are false. That's all, Peroni. You can go.
Didn't Alex...
Kirby has explained why he invented the story of the bullet.
This whole episode has been a thorough waste of my time.
Something else?
Only this. My resignation.
Unnecessary, as it turns out.
Isn't this what you want?
I can give you the easy way out.
Trust me, there's nothing easy about this.
If Kirby hadn't changed his story about the bullet, you'd be fronting ESD.
Yes, I know.
And you would have been dismissed.
I just don't know how I can go on being a copper after this.
Step out of line again and you won't be.
I won't let you down.
You'd better not.
Joss, need your statement on my desk ASAP.
Sure thing, Sarge.
Jones did well today.
He did.
Showed some initiative. Cracked the case. Well, now that you're running CI on your own...
I don't need any help.
It might be useful to have him work with you.
I still think he's a hothead.
Then you're just going to have to find some way to get the best out of him.
Fine. So you interested?
Sure. I mean, if I'm not too bogged down with the uniform stuff, you know, I have to clear it with the boss.
Oh, it's clear.
Well, great.
Excellent. Well, you can start with the paperwork for Mathers. No escaping paperwork, not even in CI. Oh, and any chance of you grabbing me a coffee?